What's going on, people? It's your man, the White Bee, back once again, obviously, through with a fresh fade, skin fade, hitting us. Look at, you can't even hate on this fade. Look at this fade. Look. Appreciate the fade. Look at the fade. See, sharp, bro. You know what I'm saying? $29 though. You get bumped. The further you go south, you get bumped for the same cut. In fact, the cut was worse. This Donny here, he ain't even do the They have this like a skin fade. Some cats do it with the kind of bare razor, not bare razor, but like bare clipper. Other dons have this next thing with little holes on. It's like, them man ain't even put that one on there. $29 for a skin fade. It's $20 where I'm from. Do you know what I'm saying? Big, what's that? Like 45% inflation. Jesus. Anywho, let's get to the point here. Rumours have been leaked. Deontay Wilder was injured. Oh, stop. Here we go. Frank Warren after Deontay Wilder's defeat to Joseph Parker. I was talking to Wilder's manager, Shirley Winkle. He was telling me that he had a problem. Oh, stop. He went into one of those cryo chambers and sat in it for quite a long time. I don't know. Listen, Frank, I bet you don't know, because that to me sounds like waff to the waffle. A cryo chamber, there's all this science, so-called science. Oh man, cold showers, cold baths, who knows who doing what. Everyone doing it all, and everyone's so different. Genetically speaking, environmentally speaking, what might work for one group of people might not work for another. And regardless of that, he looked fine to me, yeah? And Wilder, who is known as the king of excuses, right? When he got punched up by Fury, oh man, you know what? That was in the gloves, and oh man, he put someone in my drink, and my trainer, Judas, what was his name? What was Judas's name? The Black Donny. Forgot his name now, but Wilder had a black trainer. Mark Breland. Oh man, no, you know, it took one black sheep Judas in my camp, and he came in and put someone in my drink. All that kind of waffle. So Wilder, he renowned for excuses. He ain't have none. In fact, he come out saying, oh man, you know, I'm happy. I've never been so happy to lose. So there's nothing wrong with the guy. The guy just fine. In fact, he talking about how good he felt. Oh man, I'm so good. I'm paid. I'm smiling. Someone injured. You know, if someone was injured, but they want to remain humble, they say something like, listen, fair play to Joe Parker, but there were certain things, I don't want to say too much, but there were certain things that I can fix next time. Wilder ain't have none of them bars. Wilder was A-OK. I didn't see no injury. He weren't limping. Yeah, he gangled. I mean, Wilder's never had the best balance, right? Never had the best balance, never had the best boxing skills. But looking at him, he looked just fine to me. Again, his legs was fine. I mean, gangly, but fine, right? His arms was fine, gangly, but fine. So I don't know what this is. And the problem with Shelley Finkel is, he only has Wilder. Wilder is the only dude in his camp. So he's got to prey on this kind of stuff. Oh man, he's injured and he coming back in the cryo chamber. The cryo, nothing. Yeah? What Wilder need to fix, and fair play to Wilder. Wilder himself is not in denial here, people. The fact these rumours have leaked about injuries really have nothing to do with Wilder. This is his team and this is Frank Warren, people speculating and trying to essentially throw mud at the wall, hoping something sticks. Wilder himself knows what's wrong. Anyone who watches the fight knows what's wrong. Same as AJ fights, to be quite frank with you. I've been saying it for a long time. Anyone who watched AJ fight in the recent years knows what was wrong. It wasn't his skills, it wasn't his anything else. It was his passion for the game. Wilder's passion for the game, Wilder's willingness to go to that dark place, to make it to Valhalla, has expired. And he admitted as much. Hey man, I've made a whole bunch of coin. He's probably making what? If Wilder's made, let's say worst case, absolute worst case, is made 20 mil in his career. With these interest rates, how much you buy? I mean, he's making 100 grand a year. Sorry, 100 grand a month. Rolling in. Maybe even more than that. No, about 100 grand a month. 100 grand a month Wilder's got rolling in for doing nothing. Just sitting around. When you've got that kind of bread rolling in for doing nothing, you best believe it's hard to try and make it to Valhalla. And that's why we have to hold fighters here who, regardless, I mean, back in the day, back in the 70s, there was money around, but it's not like the money now. That's why we have to respect these fighters. Or even people like Ali, yeah? Ali had money, yeah, he blew most of it, but still, he had money. He blew it, but it didn't take his spirit. The damage to his brain. Some people, I haven't watched all of his fights, but some people say Ali quit in some fight, but he was mentally impaired at that point. And even then, I think it was Larry Holmes who whooped on him. He took the whooping, though, right? He didn't just politic. Wilder, for me, was politicking. He didn't really want to take a whooping. Ali took a whooping versus Larry Holmes. Do you understand? Wilder didn't want to take a whooping from Joe Parker. He could have said to himself, listen, I know I've got a big right hand. Let me go in there and sling it from the hip and just go wild. He didn't want to commit, did he? And he said that. He said, I don't want to commit. I don't want to travel that long, dark, lonely journey to Valhalla anymore. I'm too up. I'm too popping. I'm too on, people. Do you understand? So let's stop all this cryo chambers and physiotherapists and what else have they got? They've got cryo chambers, physiotherapists. There's a whole bunch of this kind of pseudoscience, in my opinion. Oh yeah, come do this special thing. Walking on hot rocks. All this yoga. Hot yoga, that's another one. Hot yoga, cold yoga. Some people say have hot showers, have cold showers. You just don't know. At the end of the day, do you? Who knows which one's the right one? Everyone's selling something. Yeah? Stretched. I mean, about 10 years ago, the one that got me was stretching. For years we were told to stretch, and then some dude came out and said, actually, stretching, it may loosen, it may kind of reduce the explosiveness in your muscles. And it was at that point I knew, wait a minute, it's just everyone is, no one, most science people don't have a clue. It's just whatever their field is, right? If you spend 20 years researching a particular area, you're going to be gun-ho for that area. If another man does the opposite, he's going to be gun-ho the opposite way, right? So it's all just waffle. Whatever you decide to believe, that doesn't make it reality, but a lot of these cats will tell you it does. Anywho, I'm waffling here because you know what it is, one of them ones. This right here is one of them 8-minute ones. Oh, we're at 7 minutes, people. That means I'm going to have to waffle some more, unfortunately. But yeah, I said in my last few videos, where should Wilder go from here? Assuming he wants to put his head back on his shoulders, Wilder, should he rematch it with Joe Parker? I mean, Joe Parker, I assume, will be down for it. Where's Joe Parker going from here? I'm not sure. It's not clear. But you know what? That's a good... Like, a lot of these times, myself included, people have said things like, well, just because Wilder looked bad against Joe Parker doesn't mean he can't knock AJ out. So for me, I want to test. I want to keep some of the variables constant here. Yeah, I want to see, can Wilder generate that passion again for the game? So rather than putting him in a fight with AJ, I'd like to see the rematch actually. I'd like to see Wilder versus Parker too. Let's see, everything's the same, right? The same opponent. Yeah, Parker can change some things, but Parker really, he's not one-dimensional, but he's not going to come in and have a whole new game plan, right? Parker's going to look pretty similar to how he looked in the first fight. So you know what you're dealing with. Team Wilder have already admitted, oh, Parker had a good game plan, we can't knock it. Okay, come back then. Come back then, adapt for that great game plan and get it in and see if you can catch that W back. That's what my advice would be. Not just catch a W back, but show you're back. I'm not even saying Wilder has to necessarily KO Parker cold, but go in there and put him down a few times or hit him hard and commit, right? That's what I want to see from Wilder. What I don't want to see is him going to an AJ fight. Like I've said, I want to see AJ and Wilder. AJ showing he's coming back. It's like we can't get these two to line up. Either AJ's popping and Wilder's fallen off against Fury, or AJ's fallen off and then AJ's back and then Wilder's fallen. You can't get these two to line up. So I want to see these two line up. If Wilder goes in there and smokes Parker, we're back at where we were, kind of thing. And in the meantime, if AJ can get a great W over, who knows, a Dubois, a Miller, a Hrgovic, then it's mouth-watering again. If anything, even more so, because 3 months ago, we all thought AJ was finished. Imagine how good it will be seeing Wilder knock Parker out and AJ smoke Hrgovic or something like that. That's what I'm down for. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lack off the bell 100%.